Hi, and welcome to PixelPia. Today, we're going to continue work in Google Docs, and we're going to work with the school report. By using this format, we will talk about inserting a title page, how to add headings and subheadings, and insert a table of contents. I will also show you how to insert photos and add footnotes. So let's move over to my computer. So once again, we are in my Google Docs. And just like the last time, I have utilized ChatGPT to get a text together. This is not something I do recommend for you to use if you're actually writing a school report. I have a text about the Sami people. And the first thing I want to do is to create my title page, the Sami people. And I'm going to change this into a very large font. And I'm going to make it like this. We're going to insert, if we go up to insert a page break right there. So we have this on the first page. It's going to be the title page. I'm going to just move it down a little bit and I'm going to center it. So I go up here to align and center. I also want to change the font. And this time I'm going to actually use under fonts here. I'm going to go under more fonts and under show all fonts, I'm going to change it to display. I want to find a big bulky font that can work as the front page. And I think Passion 1 looks like a good one. So I mark that and click OK. And here we have it. I am going to view this. If you go up here to the zoom function, I'm going to view it at 50% so I can see the whole page. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Now I'm going to center this again. I'm going to increase the size a little bit. So I mark it and let's go to 96. That looks much better. And of course I can go in and change, make it bold and change the color and all of that. But what I want to do on my title page is I want to insert an image. Search the web, write Sami, and I choose this image. Insert. Here it ended up above my title. So I select the image and choose down here, you see, behind text. I have a problem. It's too colorful. So if I click the three little dots, I have size and rotation and adjustments. In this case, I choose adjustment. The position, fixed position on paper, and I want it to be 0 and 0. So I can drag it all the way up to the top and all the way down to the bottom of the page. And you see it's a little too thin, so I drag it out so it's a little bigger than the page itself. But it's still very hard to see the text. So I go down to adjustments and I lower the opacity. So it's just a hint of the picture behind the text. So there is my title picture. Now let's go back to 100% here so we can see what we do. And this is the introduction text. Now we have to set all our headers and subheaders. So here we go. I highlight it and I go up here where it says normal text. I want this to be a heading 1, or I could have chosen a title. Then I have all these sections. First section has to do with the Sami culture. So that will be my header 1. And then I have all these sections underneath here. First section will be about culture and tradition. So I go up here and I choose heading 1 for that. That is the whole section about culture and tradition. And then we have the different subsections here. So for each of those, I'm going to choose heading 2. So we have languages. So then I just have to go on changing all my subheadings until we come down to the next section, which is historical background. So for that, I put a heading 1, and then we go down and do our heading 2. And we go through all of this. I will not go through my whole document here on camera, but I will do it, and I will show you why it's important to use the heading 1 and heading 2 in just a second. Let me go off camera and finalize. So now I want to insert a table of contents. I put my marker before the title and I go up to insert, and here at the bottom you see table of contents, and I can choose plain text, dotted, or with link. I like to put it with links, and I will show you why. So now we have the table of contents, and I want to insert here a break. Again, page break, insert page break. So now I have the table of contents on its page by itself. And as I chose to insert it as a link, I can go, if I, for example, want to go down to this section, I just double click that and it jumps down to that section of my report. I'm gonna insert a footer, and under options I'm gonna insert page number. I don't want it to show on first page, and I want it to start with 0, which is the first page. So now when we go down here, it is page 1, since we set the first page, the title page, to 0. Now if I go up to insert table of contents and I want it dotted, this time I don't want the links. You see here, since we put in the page numbers, it will show up in our table of contents without any link. Let me also show you how it looks as plain text. It has the numbers, but not the little dotted lines. Let's say that I have something here that I want to make a little explanation. I can highlight that and insert footnote. And as you see, it jumps right down to the footnote here. Needs more explanation. That is not the footnote I would write, but it can refer to a website or whatever. And if we go back up here, make this a little larger. Do you see the little one here? If I highlight it. And if we scroll down on the same page, we have the little one down here with the text I put in the footer. So there you have it, how to write a report using Google Docs. Next video, we will do something more simple, but it will add a couple of more functions. We are going to write a recipe, and by using a recipe, we're going to add lists, both numbered or bullet point lists. We are also going to take a look at how you can insert tables and use them for the layout. So if that is something you are interested in, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you get notified. Until next time, bye.